The 2017 Nissan Altima has Nissan finally turned its mid-size family sedan into something more of a sport sedan, or is it really just nothing more than a good cruiser with sporty exterior styling? I'm Jay, and welcome to this latest episode of Carbuzz Unboxing Reviews. And before I get started, I want to thank future Nissan of Folsom for letting us come on down and film today. So the Nissan Altima, just to give you a brief history of it, it was first launched back in 1992, and with every new generation, it's just become larger. And what you were looking at right here is the 5th generation. It debuted in 2013, and for 2016, it was given a midlife refresh. Basically, it has new front and rear bumpers, headlights, and taillights, and it's taken on the exterior styling cues of the new Maxima and Murano, which I think is a good thing. However, the Altima, it's still built on a version of the same platform that underpins both the Maxima and Murano, which is kind of interesting. It's a front-wheel drive platform, and you can only get the Altima in front-wheel drive. So I'll get back to interior styling in just a moment here, but overall, this is a nice interior. I don't think it does anything to really move the segment forward, but we'll get more to that in a few minutes. But first up, this exterior styling. Yeah, I really like this new front end. If you saw the 2013, 2014 Altima, it was sort of plain vanilla styling. It wasn't bad, but it needed to be spiced up a bit, and they've finally done that. Now, they call this interior color charcoal. Makes sense. It's not black, it's charcoal. This is the top trim 3.5 SL, meaning it's got leather seats and all of the bells and whistles, extra features. And as if with every single Nissan, the interior quality is overall very, very good. There was a time when it was Honda and Toyota that always built the best affordable car interiors. I think now Audi at the other end of the pricing spectrum builds the best quality interiors. But this Nissan Altima, it's just fine. I don't think anybody will find too many complaints whatsoever. Now, this interior styling here, I kind of... I'm not a big fan of it. I just don't think it's that exciting. It's kind of boring. If that's your taste, then, no problem, just fine. But I would have liked to have seen the Altima with a updated interior. And if you check out my unboxing review of the latest Maxima, man, look at that car's interior, and it looks spectacular. It could almost double as an Infiniti. Now, the rear seat space in the Altima, I have to say, is actually quite good. Are there roomier mid-size sedans out there? Yes. But the Altima is by far not the smallest one. But if you need something bigger and you still want a Nissan, there you go. There's the Maxima. Same platform, but it's still a little bit longer. Now, you can get the Altima in a total of, get this, 7 trim levels. Yeah, they really make a trim for just about any budget. And the features vary according, but there's only 2 engines here, and I'll get to that shortly as well. And because this is the top SL trim, it's got the 7-inch color touchscreen with Nissan Connect, push-button ignition, Siri eyes-free voice recognition, Bluetooth, dual-zone automatic climate control, as I mentioned, the leather seats, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, and shift knob, 8-way power driver seat with lumbar, 4-way power front passenger seat, and what they call these heated zero-gravity front seats. Apparently, the design of them was inspired by a NASA design, which is pretty cool. You also have this Bose premium audio system, so yeah, this car is very nicely equipped. As far as Nissan Connect goes, the touchscreen here, it's the same Nissan infotainment system on the rest of its cars today, and I think it's pretty good. I would have liked for this touchscreen to be maybe a little bit bigger. 7-inch, maybe a few years ago, it looked really good, but you're getting them a lot bigger these days, and again, this is something I think Nissan should have improved with this interior. But the overall system itself, it works just fine. Overall, very intuitive. The design of the button, the categories, is very logical. And the climate control system, it works very well. Cool air almost immediately. It was great. So let's talk safety here, because again, this is a mid-size family sedan, and safety is a top priority for a lot of people. Fortunately, the Altima's got a 5-star overall U.S. crash test rating from the U.S. government. It's got driver and front passenger airbags, side impact airbags, and curtain airbags, four-wheel ABS brakes, traction control, tire pressure monitoring system, and electronic brake force distribution, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, and front and rear parking sensors. Now, this particular car, it's equipped with the $1,180 technology package. That gives you a predictive forward collision warning and forward emergency braking. So I think a system like that, it's only an extra $1,100. I really do think it's worth it and do recommend it. So how does this drive? Well, that is a subject I really want to talk to you about, because I will say this, and this is a total compliment. This is a very smooth and quiet and comfortable ride. Nissan actually has added acoustic glass and more sound deadening for a quieter cabin. Yeah, and you get a moonroof. Not a dual panoramic sunroof, but hey, a moonroof will take it. If you want a dual panoramic sunroof, you gotta go for the Maxima. But back to how this drives. Now, like I said, it's very quiet, it's very smooth. It is really best at highway speeds and long distance travel. What does that mean? This is not a sport sedan. Let's be clear about that. If you want a sportier sedan, I recommend the Mazda 6 or even the Ford Fusion that has many trim levels as well. Those both drive a lot sportier than this, and it's kind of a shame because the Altima, when it first came out in the early 90s, it was quite sporty to drive, and it was fun to drive, but over the years, as the car has gotten larger, it's just become kind of less sporty in my opinion. So let's talk engines here a bit. Now, the base engine in the Altima is a 2.5 liter inline-4 with only 182 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. Now, that is going to be the most popular selling engine in the Altima. In fact, Nissan only expects 6% of Altima buyers to actually opt for the V6, which is what this car has. And it is the exact same V6 engine, get this, and it shouldn't be all that surprising, that's found in the Nissan Maxima and Murano. But it's a little detuned here. The V6 here, it only has 270 horsepower and 251 pound-feet of torque. Now the Maxima, same engine, 300 horsepower and 261 pound-feet of torque. So, yeah, what can you do? It's still an excellent engine, though. But I still think that Nissan they need to figure out what they want their true sports sedan to be. Do they want it to be the Altima or the Maxima, or perhaps maybe they should combine the two into a single model, or just eliminate one altogether? Because I'm just kind of having a hard time trying to justify the existence of both of them. Now, I know the new Maxima, and it's kind of more outrageous. I think I describe it as somewhat chunky, at least at the front end styling. May not be for everybody. But I think the Maxima, and yes, it costs more money, it's just a more fun to drive car. And yeah, you do get plenty of cargo space, 60/40 split folding rear seats. Again, that's pretty much a standard thing in every midsize family sedan today. In fact, a lot of these midsize family sedans, automakers are a little concerned about them because the sales numbers are actually going down. And what's taking their place? Take a wild guess. Crossovers. Crossovers are becoming the new hot seller really fast. So back to this engine here. Like I said, 3.5 liter V6, 270 horsepower, and 251 pound-feet of torque. Now, it's only paired to a single transmission, a CVT. In this case, it has paddle shifters. Now, the inline-4 model does not have the paddle shifters. It's only for the V6 models. And power, of course, is sent to the front wheels only. But Nissan has programmed the CVT to act more like a regular automatic transmission, so it's trying to eliminate rubber banding, but there's still a slight power delay. And I just can't figure out why Nissan just keeps sticking with the CVT. So yeah, the engine, it sounds okay. I don't think it's going to be around for much longer because it is a naturally aspirated V6, and all these automakers are switching to these turbocharged 4-pots. But here, performance, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. Top speed is around 130 miles per hour. Fuel economy, 22 miles per gallon in the city, 32 on the highway, and a combined 26. And the vehicle itself weighs just about 3,500 pounds, which is about right for this segment. Now, they call this exterior color brilliant silver. And yeah, I like how we got this close-up shot of it here, especially in the sunlight. It really is a very nice color. I think this would be my choice, personally. And combined with the 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels, the LED signature daytime running lights, LED low-beam headlights, fog lights, dual chrome exhaust tips, side mirrors with LED turn indicators. Yeah, from the outside, this is a very nice-looking car. I had a friend, he ended up getting the new Maxima. He previously owned one of these Nissan Altimas, but when he decided to upgrade in both size and price, it came down to the new Maxima and the Dodge Charger. And he went for the Maxima because Nissan builds really good sedans, let me tell you. And this Altima here is no exception. So let's talk the competition. There's a lot here, let me tell you. Chevrolet Malibu, Ford Fusion, Mazda 6, Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, Hyundai Sonata, Kia Optima, Volkswagen Passat, Subaru Legacy, which is actually all-wheel drive only, and the Chrysler 200, which is going to be discontinued very soon. All those vehicles, they start at the low $22,000, $23,000 range, and they top off, let's say, mid $30,000. But the pricing for the Altima with a base inline 4, $22,500. Now, the 3.5 SL, which is this car here, begins at $32,690, but this one has almost $2,000 worth of options. And combined with the $835 destination fee, grand total, $35,455. Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much money in my opinion. The reason being is very simple. The base Maxima starts at $32,560, so it's not a whole lot less. And it's the same engine that's also more powerful, and you're getting a better looking and more luxurious car for literally the same price. But the fully equipped Maxima that we checked out ran for almost $42,000. So $42,000 versus $35,000. I don't know, that's, you're looking at a $67,000 price difference between a top trim Maxima and a top trim Altima. And I don't think that's a large enough price gap there. I think it should be at least $10,000, which is kind of making it hard to justify spending almost $36,000 on a fully equipped Altima when you can get a Maxima, similarly equipped, same engine, bigger car, more luxurious car for about the same price. So what do I like here? Again, the exterior design much improved, the comfortable and quiet ride, and the infotainment system has been improved as well. What don't I like? The dashboard design is bland. Just bland, I tell you. And especially compared to the new Maxima, that Maxima's interior is fantastic. And again, why only a CVT transmission? This car deserves better. But I'm out of time for today. Thanks everyone for watching. If you have any more questions for me, just leave them in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe to the CarBuzz Unboxing YouTube channel, and I'll see you all next time.